Shalom. Kol halalim la Yahweh b'Hashem Yahweh Shai b'Hashem Rakak Kodash. All praises, honor, glory, blessings, and power be unto Abba Noah, Father, Yahweh b'Hashem Yahweh Shai b'Hashem Rakak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops of Great Millstone that rule well. And shalom to the prophets of that body, and shalom to the 144,001 May peace and blessings and the spirit of endurance be upon you and your households as we approach the end. Lord willing, sooner rather than later. There's a lot going on in the world, all right? As you can see on the screen, there's a video of what looks like, well, of an Israelite, but not definitely not part of the elect, of course, that we can, surely say, because he's taken the charagma, Revelation 13:16, the micro CHIP. And there's variations with regards to this micro CHIP, okay? There's various types. I'm sure they've got levels to this, like level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. They show you in movies, for example, if someone's got some kind of power, that's a level 1. That's a level 1. What do you call them? A level 1. What's a term, man? There's a term. What's a term? Yes, a level 1 of a enhanced person. Let's just say that, or level 2 of an enhanced person. Level 3, level 4, level 5. Okay, and they've got variations of this micro CHIP. Okay, those with ailments that can't walk, see, talk, injured, right? Those that are worried about children themselves, their finances, those that are trying to get ahead of the game before society completely collapses, the financial infrastructure. So those people are going to take the micro CHIP and start using it now like a debit or credit card. Okay, so they think they're ahead of the game. So when it's when it's mass implementation, they feel that, okay, I've already done it, so they can just kick back with their feet up, thinking that yeah, I'm hunky dory and all that kind of thing. Okay. Before I play the video, let's go to a quick scripture. All right. I've got various versions. As we learn from our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, we learn to read various versions of the Bible. Obviously, King James Version is the closest to the Lashon Kodash, which is the Paleo Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew. Okay. But other versions there is still speaking the same thing, but in more of a, I would say, a simplified manner in terms of the language, where people can slightly understand it a little more. All right, let's go to the King James Version first. This is 2 Thessalonians 2:9. All right, 2 Thessalonians 2:9. Let's go to the King James Version. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. That's Esau, Edom. They want to be like the Most High. Do they not? They want to be all knowing, all seeing, all, they want to know what you're doing. All right. They want to be watching you. That's why they got their technologies on the left-hand side. Their cameras everywhere. Their cameras in the phones. Their cameras in your TV. You think you're probably walking out of a shower in your room, getting changed, and you're putting your drawers on and, getting yourself together. You got Esau Edom, probably, the mole that he is, the weirdo that he is, right? Probably watching you and recording you. They do shit like this. Okay? Because you understand, with these rich elites, for them, right, normal television or movies is not really entertainment. Okay? They need something more amplified because they've got... So they want to see real-time shows. Like the show, the Big Brother show, like we have in the UK. I don't know if they've got it in America or not, but the Big Brother show, where you're constantly under surveillance. They're letting you know that the world is under surveillance, and they're watching you, and they're watching key people. This is what they do, all right? And these lying wonders and signs, they're showing you. And, obviously we know on the right-hand side, spiritual power will come to the elect, the ability to fly, read minds, and all the other great spirit, all the other great abilities that the elect will have in the kingdom to come. But obviously also some jakes are going to get power on this side before the great change. All right. Before being beamed up into the chariots, because the elect are going to need that power. We're going to need that power to fight against the powers that be, because they've got technology on the left-hand side, and Esau has ruled the world by the sword. and their spiritual power on the left hand side is their weapons, their guns, their armor, their Tony Stark type weaponry. The Iron Man suits and all that shit. Okay, and they're going to entice a lot of people with these tools. All right, they're going to entice a lot of children. Oh, I want to read somebody's mind. Oh, I want my eyes to turn blue, green, red, or whatever. I want to look like I'm Brightburn or I'm Superman shooting laser beams out of the eyes. Oh, I want that. And then more of these spirit, because a lot of the people that are of the world, especially the heathen, all right, and two-third or unelect jakes are going to say, oh, man, I want that. I want to be enhanced. I want to be able to do. They're going to think, okay, yeah, if I get this brain CHIP, I can do my homework quicker. I'll be good at interviews. I'll get a job quicker. I'll be a better employee. I can make more money. I can do a whole bunch of things. They're going to think that, okay, enhancing themselves is going to be a great tool and a great asset in the world to come. Okay, because if they don't do it, they're going to be left behind and be like regular folk. All right, and the people that are enhanced are going to surpass them in every aspect of life. Okay, so these are the enticements these devils going to use. All right, but obviously, we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, it can via the men of the Lord, the men of Great Millstone, our teachers, that teach in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, Yahweh Bashem Yahshai first and foremost. Right, we know that Revelation 13:16 is talking about the micro sihib, okay, as there's variations of it, all right, those for ailments and those for the monetary side as well, okay, and identification side and all that kind of thing, all right. So they've got various aspects and various micro sihibs for the various areas that they want to conquer and subdue and overpower. So they have the world in what they call digital slavery. All right. And they're enticing you at the moment. They're enticing you with movies like Upgrade. They're enticing you with the image that I just had online, which I'm going to play in a second. They're enticing you with these super power spiritual power movies. So this is going to entice children. This is going to entice adults. This is going to entice people with ailments. This is going to entice people that want to hold on to their wealth and riches, especially those that have like humongous amounts of money in this world. Millionaires, billionaires, trillionaires, I don't know, right? They want to hold on to what they have, because if they don't, out the window goes their mansions, their swimming pools, their concubines, their women, palm trees swaying and all that shit. That's what they assume, but they're not knowing what they're going to do with these things to their detriment. But if they're the heathen, we don't give a shit about them anyway, or if they're the unelect jakes, because that's their lot. But they don't know that America is going to be destroyed, because America, right, Esau Edom's world is at the end. Okay, 2nd Ezra 6 verse 9. For Esau, the so-called white man, is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. We have a world coming, all right? As Elder Malcolm would say in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, manifest destiny, I believe that's the term, has a part 2, all right? We were put into slavery, and the Lord used Esau as a whooping stick, all right? And obviously, as the scriptures say, this is not our rest. Hence the reason why we go through what we go through. And the elect know why they go through what they go through. The hopeful elect at this moment in time, right? But the rest of the world just, I'm black. That's why I get treated like this, because I'm inferior. Or, all this other bullshit. Not knowing it's the curses, all right? But these curses slowly but surely are coming on these devils. Deuteronomy 30 verse 7, all right? Slowly but surely it's coming on these devils. That's why we see a lot of them dying on fentanyl and all that, and other kinds of drugs. Because Esau loves his chemistry set. All right, let's go to the good news translation. The wicked one will come with the power of Satan and perform all kinds of false miracles and wonders. New Living Translation. This man will come to do the work of Satan with counterfeit power and signs and miracles. That's a good one. Counterfeit. It is counterfeit. It's not the real deal. The real deal power, Esau can only dream of spiritual power. That's why the likes of Christopher Reeve ended up in a wheelchair. All right? Perpetrating a fraud, trying to be, calling himself Kalel, all powerful. Ain't no Edomite all powerful, man. Right? What did the Lord do to that devil, man? Put him in a wheelchair. As soon as his third movie, is it third or I don't know how many movies he made? I believe it was 4 or 5 movies. Superman 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, something like that. Right? Once his final movie was done, that was it for him. He was in a wheelchair a couple of years later after that. All right? Let's go to the easy to read version as well. When the man of evil comes, and we know that's a damn devil, Esau Edom, it will be the work of Satan. He will come with great power and he will do all kinds of false miracles, signs, and wonders. Now, let's go to the definition of enticement as well. They're going to entice you, Jakes, man. All right. Enticement. Enticement is the act of persuading, attracting, or tempting someone to do something by offering them a reward, pleasure, or advantage. It can also refer to physical object or promise that acts as the lure. Okay, what's a lure? I mentioned all the many temptations this technology will provide for people that want to hold on to this world, that want to hold on to some kind of normalcy in their mind. They want to hold on to, because if they're the heathen, what they want to hold on, because this is their world. They don't want to let go of it, because after this world ends, this rulership ends, Esau, Edom, and the heathens, other non-Israelites, are going into slavery. All right. So the enticement is the act of persuading, attracting, or tempting someone to do something by offering them a reward, pleasure, or advantage. What's the advantage? All right. Okay, 1 second. All right. And if you noticed, with a lot of these images that they show, and all these kinds of shows where they show people taking the micro C hip and some kind of Neuralink and all that, for the most part, at the forefront, they put blacks and Hispanics. Well, mainly the Judite-looking Israelites. Why? Because they're trying to come for you first, because they know you Israelites have rulership next. So they're trying to get all of you. All right? They're trying to get all of you. All right, they're trying to get the elect, but you can't pluck the elect out of the Lord's hand. That's what the Lord said. Okay, they can't be plucked because they are the elect. They are the elect. An elect member from the get-go is not going to be subtracted out. Oh, they were elect first. Now change my. And the Lord just changed his mind. No, they were always the elect. They were always the elect. All right, but they're coming for you, Jakes, first, because they know we eliminate the Israelites. We subdue them. We control them. All right. We got them under manners. We got them under control. These N-words won't be ruling over us in the kingdom to come. All right. And this is a perfect example. All right. And obviously with this left-hand side technology, which has a vibration of demons and left-hand side entities, shows up in their eyes and their features and their face. And this guy looks like demonic, I don't know whether he's got a wife or children or whatever. They're pretty scared. Imagine him motherfucking waking up in the middle of the night going for a piss. His eyes glowing red and shit with that left-hand side demonic technology. His woman probably scared if he's got a woman. His children probably scared if he's got any children. Anyway, let me play this, man.
That's so scary. It's real, bro. It's real. Yo, how do you do that? Yo, come check out these eyes, man. It's just crazy.
Oh my God! Did you see that? Oh my God! Did you see that?
Oh my God! Did you see?
Oh.
That's so scary. It's real, bro. It's real. Yo, how do you do that? That's so scary. It's real, bro. It's real. Yo, how do you do that?
1 second.
That's so scary. It's real, bro. It's real. Yo, how do you do that?
Yo, come check out these eyes, man. It's just crazy. Oh my God! Did you see that? Oh my God! Did you see that?
Demon.
Oh my God! Did you see?
Oh.
The children impressed. Look how people are happy and impressed, the women and the children.
I don't know.
That's so scary. It's real, bro. It's real. But yo, how do you do that?
Yeah. So there you go. These are the enticements that this devil's going to do. This thing with this technology is getting more realer, more real, more in your face daily. They're normalizing it. People are getting used to the idea, right? They're getting rid of paper bills. Everything is going digital, all right. People are taking less money and change. They're getting rid of large denominations of notes and change and things like that, all right. So it's going in that direction, okay. So man, within a year, I'm sure within a year or even less than that, Lord willing, Esau's going to lay out this platform, man. Crash the economy, and this is going to happen. And they're enticing you right now. And if we've seen some Edomites in wheelchairs and shit like that, but they've just been in wheelchairs. But they're using a Jake right now at the forefront, like a damn model. I mean, they're using a Jake looks like kind of like a superhero. Jake, he's got full beard and all that, even though he's got shaved head and all that. He's muscular, he's in shape, he looks like a superhero. So they're using that image to sell you their technology. All right, so you can utilize it. Okay, they want you to fall for the trap, and that trap is being set, and a lot of you unelect Jakes are going to fall for it, man. But the elect know what time it is. I mean, look at that freaky demonic shit, man. Let's go to Revelation 13:16, and I'm gonna finish off. All right. Revelation 13:15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay? Their doctrine, their belief system, their rulership. That's why Esau Edom is getting rid of all Bibles and religious books and closing down libraries, getting rid of books so they can control the agenda in terms of knowledge and what people read and what people use, all right, and what people believe in, okay? Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, every kind of people, all races, all right, rich and famous, so-called unfamous or infamous, or or people that are just regular, right? All kinds of races, rich and poor, your regular folk, and your hood jakes that are that are hood rich, and then your boule type jakes that are millionaires, that likes of Shaq and all that, and Arsenio Hall, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, George Lopez, Jennifer Lopez, so forth and so on, man. All right. Obviously, the Edomites are going to take it because this is their world. They're going to take it. This is theirs. It's their thing, right? The heathens are going to take it. All right. Especially those that know that, oh man, these niggers are going to rule over us in the future. Oh man, I'm going to take this. I'd rather take this micro C-hip than have a nigger rule over me. That's how they're probably thinking. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Jake's, people that are on lockdown and people that are free. And also another enticement. They're going to ask a lot of you Israelites that are locked down, as well as the heathen too, oh, if you want to do your time faster, right? Or if you want to serve a third of your time, you take the micro C-hip, okay? And you're going to be watched and controlled, but you can live on the outside. You can be at home with your woman. You can have relations, You won't have to have, you can have you can deal with your woman every day, you know. You can see your children every day. You can have some kind of regular life. This is another enticement. Okay, so he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Verse 17. And that, oh yeah, and mark is the word charagma if you go to the blue letter, which means insertion or etching into the flesh. All right. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. You won't be able to buy or sell. Just like the movie. If you watch, what's that movie, man, with Will Smith? I Am Legend. All right. When his dog runs into the bank, I think it's a bank, obviously, because there's tons of cash there, right? And either zombies are in there, or whatever, right? And they're kind of like hibernating or breathing heavy in a circle or however they were in a huddle, right? And he runs in there and he sees like stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of cash, right? In a functioning world before that world collapsed in that movie, right? You would have crews would wipe out whole postcodes or zip codes for that kind of cash, right? But that cash don't mean shit because that world is over, all right? All right? So how are you going to buy or sell if cash is no longer king? How? You're going to have to take the technology, all right? That's why it says in verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, all right? Verse 18, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 666. 666, 6 times 3 is 18. And it's quite spiritual that that verse is verse 18 and it's 666, All right? They're trying to entice you Jakes first, man. All right? Let's watch it again one more.
It's real, bro. It's real. Yo, how do you do that?
Yo, come check out dude's eye, man. It's just crazy. Oh my God! Did you see that? Oh my God! Did you see that?
Oh my God, did you see?
Yeah, the dude looked like a superhero for a second with the red eyes, right? Like he's going to shoot out laser beams. All right, let me get one last scripture, yeah? Just one last scripture. Please bear with me. You're probably saying, yeah, you're always clearing your throat when you're making a video. That's true, but that's Satan messing around, isn't it? If you listen to some brothers' videos, some brothers are coughing, some brothers are always clearing their throat. Because not Esau, Edom, Satan, man, on the left-hand side, trying to trip you up from making a video, man. I'm not that I'm anybody special. I'm just saying when you're trying to even, you try and pray or read scriptures, because blessed is he that readeth, Esau's going to try that shit. But then again, on the right-hand side, there is no enchantment against Jacob, man. We got the name of Yahweh Shemeshai to protect us. Okay, let's go to Ephesians 5:15. All right. Ephesians 5:15. I'll read it from here. Ephesians 5:15. See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Verse 16. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. Verse 17. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord Yahushua is. Verse 18. And be not drunk with wine, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. All right. Now is not the time to get nice all the time. You got to be alert. You got to be wary. You got to be extra vigilant. Now, just in case some of you Jakes are a little bit lazy in terms of checking out definitions, let's go to the definition of circumspectly. I know, most Jakes know the definition, but some, especially in this day and age, man, Jake is retired, man, especially Gen Z. All right. Quite, very slow. Let's try this one. Come on, bruv. Taking too damn long. I have to go to my phone. Okay, I'll go to my phone instead. Ah. Uh, circumspectly.
Circumspectly. Circumspectly.
All right. In a careful and prudent way, discreetly. All right. You got to be vigilant. Okay. All right. You got to be vigilant. You got to know where you're going. Like when you're crossing the road, you're being circumspect. All right. You're being vigilant. All right. And in this time, all right, you got to be extra vigilant because Esau Edom is going to try and trip people up. All right. With what's coming down the pipe. But the elect are going to be good money. All right. The elect are good. All right. So be vigilant, Jake. I'm gonna leave it there now. And this thing is real now. It's no more talk about it. No more conspiracy theories. These are conspiracy facts. All right. The other camps that teach that the mark of the BEAST is dealing with Edomite women or some shit like that, or heathen women. That's bullshit. Okay. You want to follow them? It's up to you. A lot of them have sold out. But I urge any sincere Israelites out there, these so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, okay, and Israelite foreigners, wherever you're from, that are being drawn in and pray in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai, subscribe to the men of the Lord, subscribe to the men of the Lord, the men of Great Millstone, and be edified, okay? And pray without ceasing in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashai, facing the east in your closet, in your room. And, you heathens, yeah, you subscribe as well, man. Find out your outcome because it's over for you damn devils. You Edomites, you crackers, and you non-Israelites. All right, you gooks and all that. You East Indians, you Ishmaelite Arabs and all that kind of shit. All of yous are finito. All right. Okay. 2nd Ezra 6 verse 9 again. Let me get, for Jake, let me get, I've got to read that. Salakia, man. One more last scripture. Because I love this scripture, man. This is just like a what's it called? Icing on the cake. You want to say that? All right. 2nd Ezra 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world. Okay, this is their rulership which is ending. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Our word is coming, Jacob. Hold on tight. All right, it's going to get bumpy. All right, I'm going to leave it there now. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai, Ba'ashem Rakak Kodash. Double honors again to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and hearty, wholesome shalom to the prophets of that body. All right, and shalom to the 144,001 third. May peace and blessings and the spirit of endurance be upon you and your households. All right, we are approaching the end, and we are at the end. Just a few more things to go, and our big brother Yahushua is coming, because our father Yahweh is going to give the go-ahead to his son, our big brother Yahushua, our king. Brakti Yahweh B'Hashem Yashai, B'Hashem Rakak Kodash, Mawatha Bad Babal, Kwam Yashtrala, Shalom. Yahushua is coming.